Alright, let's try this again. Greetings, my name is Andrew. We are playing Whisker Wanderlust. Unfortunately, this game's music is copyright, so I've just put on some random ambient music in the background. I'm going to redo this now because of the copyright music. So let's restart. Let me show you what this game is all about. Basically, buying stuff. So let me read this again. The iridescent shimmer on flying fish scales rivals the brilliance of my human's yarn balls. A kitten sails forth with a backpack, anchoring at the phantasmal isle. Roll, roll, no matter where the spherical yarn tumbles, a kitty hunter never misses its trail. Blech. Okay, that's confusing. Now, what we got to do, if we click on, well, as you can see here on the right hand side, there's balls of yarn we got to find, which are these things, right? We click on the fish. Little flying fish adore the wind, it grants them flight. They secretly hung wind chimes across the island, so all may hear wind's song. Now on the right hand side you can see we've got wind chimes to find, which are these things. They'll be scattered all over the place. There's another one there. There's another monkey looking sloth creature here. Little Meow is laboriously carrying water to the top of the island. 1 bucket, 2 buckets, 3 quick. Right. Check if there are any leaking small wooden buckets. So there's 17 buckets we got to find, which will be, there's one there. And then at the bottom of this, if I can remember, there is a Pegasus, a unicorn. This one's flashing. So unicorns lack wings, Pegasi bear no horns. Anyone who mistakes them must gather 100 feathers. Then the unicorn shall roleplay as a Pegasus. So he's asked me to get feathers. So we've got to collect all this stuff here on the right hand side. I've already done the sardines in a previous playthrough, but like I said, copyright music is forcing me to have to redo it. So there's right click to get rid of that on the side of the screen. We'll start at the bottom and find all this stuff. There's a feather there, ball of yarn, wind chime. You just got to keep your eyes peeled because sometimes they're very difficult to see. Get that, that, and that. See, because I've already done this twice. First time was a test, second time was an actual recording, and then YouTube says copyright. So now third time's the charm. I kind of know where to look. Or I know that you mustn't rush, should I say. Because it's very easy to overlook something. Alright. Barrel, barrel, barrel. And it's the feathers. The feathers were the difficult thing to find. Alright. Haven't missed anything. Oh, there's a wind chime there. There's a ball of yarn there, and there's a barrel. You see, you can barely see it, but it's just here as a barrel. Click. Alright, moving up. Wind chime, yarn, feather, yarn. Click on the obvious stuff first, and then look for the small things like this one here. There's a feather. There's a ball of yarn. There's a feather. This is kind of amusing to do. I actually kind of enjoy trying to find little things. It's a shame about the music because the music in the game is actually quite nice, but because of copyright it just ruins it when you try to upload it to YouTube. So we'll just do what we gotta do to bypass that, you know? So I don't think I've missed anything so far. Let me just double check. You can see here. I'll leave this up for now so you can see as I click on things those numbers do go down. Like for example there's a feather. Now there's 30. 29. There's a bucket. I need 4 more of those. Yarn, yarn, yarn. Clickety clickety click. See, there's a little feather right there. Can you see it? Click. There's a ball of yarn I nearly missed. There's a feather just there. Look how well disguised that is. Click, click. Ball of yarn. And you don't have to do this quickly unless you're competing against someone to see who can do it faster. But when I first did it, I think I got it in 10 minutes something. But because this is now my third attempt on this first room, or first stage, I'm hoping to get it in maybe 8 minutes. Click, click, click. I've got to find them all. I remember there being one that was difficult in a unicorn's horn. Let's see if I can remember where that is. There, this one. This little feather right here is quite tricky. That was one that got me stumped for a while earlier. There is a little magnifying glass in the top left, but if you click on that, it shows you where one item is, and then it's like a 90-second cooldown. So it's best just to save that right to the end, if you can't find the rest of the stuff. Okay, there's a little thing there. Okay, so we got quite a few things to find. Let's just go through it one more time. There's a ball of yarn. Scanning, scanning, scanning. There's a ball there. There's a feather just here, and a feather there. And of this, and of this. Oh, you see, once I've zoomed in, you can see them a bit easier. Is that, what's this? No, that's nothing. How many do we need? Okay. There's the barrel. Ah, when you hear that little ding noise, that means you've completed an objective, so there should be no more barrels. Who wanted the barrels? Was it the monkey dude? And he starts flashing again. As the last bucket of water poured into the stone trough, the little monkey cat clung to the moss and peered down. A passing crab held up a glistening bubble. Not a single precious drop could be wasted. Dude, this is some weird language. It's like a riddle of some sort. Very confusing. Alright, who needed the wind chimes? That was the fish, wasn't it? The fish. Ding, 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 ding. The wind is blowing. All your wishes have come true within the chimes. Alright. So we got 4 feathers to find. And one more thing of yarn. There's a feather there. And a feather there. And a big yarn. Alright, how did I miss that? There's a feather just here. One more. One more itsy bitsy little feather. Where are you? Scanning, 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 scanning. Looking for something. The items you're going to click on have a slightly different contrast to them, which makes them kind of stand out, but when they're very small, not so easy to spot. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. Oop, too much. Wherefore art thou, feather? Looking. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Oh man, I could always just click on the magnifying glass and it'll show me, but I like to try and find it. There it is, right there on the fish's flipper or fin, right here. Boom. Alright, and that's to do with the unicorn. What does he have to say? Next, enjoy the play The Birth of the Heavenly Horse performed by Mr. Unicorn. Alright, so let's see how well we did. Yeah boy, 8 minutes 52. Alright. And then here you can stay here if you want to, or you can move on to the next level, which we'll do in the next video. So thank you for watching, I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.